Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with another parts of speech with the English grammar, that is verb. As I have told you in the introductory part that verb is an action word, isn't it? Verb is an action word which is used in a sentence to say something about a person or thing. So now we are going to study it in detail. What is a verb, and there are some forms of the verbs like transitive and intransitive verbs are there. How it has been used in a sentence, in what way the word is being told as an action word in a particular sentence. So this all we are going to study today. First of all, I want to say you that what is a verb. A verb is a word which is used to say something about a person or a thing. Okay. And next, it has come from a Latin word called verbum. And it is having three forms, like how it comes. In what situation the word verb is used. As overall we know that it is an action word. Action in which state or being or in what type of action it is being told, today we are going to study. So look at here. This is the definition of a verb. It is a word used to tell or assert. Assert means it is a simple sentence, saying something about some person or thing, and it is a Latin, it has come from the Latin word verbum. First place, when the verb is used, what a person or thing does. It says about what a person or thing do or does. Like for example, person. Rohan cries. Is a person. We are saying something about Rohan. What Rohan is doing? Rohan is crying. So this word in this sentence is verb. Clock, it is a thing, non-living thing, clock. What it is doing? It strikes. Clock strike 1, clock strike 2. We say no in the same way. So first form, it says about the person or a thing what it does. Okay. In the second type, the verb is used where it says what is done to a person or thing. What is done to a person or a thing. In first type, what a person or thing is doing here. What he is doing and what it is doing. Here, what is done. Person or thing को क्या किया जा सकता है. What is done to a person or a thing. Rohan is beaten. Rohan को मार रहे हैं. So here, something is done to a person or a thing. So this word will become verb. The door is broken. What happened to that door? It is broken. Action word. Okay. In the third type of a verb says what a person or a thing is. उसका state क्या है? वो person और thing का state क्या है? What is the state of that person or a thing? मतलब वो किस state में है? State of way. Okay. Now I had told you that in abstract noun it comes state action. Okay. In the same way, the verb also says something about a person or a thing in what state it is. Okay. For example, person and animal also will come with that. Not only person, living being. The elephant is dead. What is the state of the elephant now? It is dead. Okay. So that will be the verb. Diamond is sharp. What is the state of a diamond? It is sharp. I feel sad. So here, as I told you, the elephant is dead. What is the state of the elephant? It is dead. So totally, is dead will be a verb. Here, actually, is a verb here because it is saying the state of the elephant. Is and all, it comes in auxiliary verbs, but for the time being I have used it for the person or a thing. I will explain about the auxiliary verb later. Okay? And here diamond is sharp. I told you sharp is verb. No, you just take it from here. Diamond is sharp. Okay? So is will be the verb. What is the state of the diamond? What is the state of the diamond? It is sharp. So it is saying what a person or thing is. Okay? Next, I feel sad. Feeling is an action. I feel sad. What is the person? What the person is? The person is sad. So the person is sad means he is feeling sad. So feel will be the action verb in this sentence. So the verb can be taken in 3 types. First one is what a person or a thing does. Second one, what is done to the person or a thing. And what a person or thing is. उन्हें क्या है? वो person है क्या? Okay, in this form we can take it. In this way we can find out the verb in a sentence. For example, I just want to say you that there are 2 types of verb, that is transitive verb and intransitive verb. First I would like to give an example of transitive verb. That is, we will just take an example of the boy kicked the ball. The boy kicked the ball. What is the boy doing here? The boy is kicking to the object. Here kick, obviously kick is a verb, but his action is being passed over to another object. Ball के ऊपर उसका action गया. So that type of word in a sentence is called as transitive verb. And next, intransitive verb. Here what happens? One example I'll take you, like he speaks badly. He speaks badly. Speaking is an action word, but the subject is not passing his action to any object here. It is being striked to himself. He speaks badly. वो बुरे तरीके से बात करता है. यहाँ पे उसका action pass over नहीं हुआ object के ऊपर. Okay, the action is not being passed over to any other object here. So such kind of sentences are called intransitive sentence. We will learn with a number of examples here. See, first just note down the definition of transitive verb. It is a verb that denotes an action which passes over from the doer of the subject to an object. Doer or subject, or you just you can write from the doer to an object or from the subject to an object. एक इंसान से या एक थिंग से किसी और ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर उसका एक्शन जाने पर तो उस टाइप के वर्ड को उस सेंटेंस में हम क्या बोलेंगे? ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब. Here are some more examples here. The boy kills the cat. The boy kills the cat. The action of the boy is being passed over to the object cat here. So this type of a sentence is called transitive verb. This may also be asked to you in 10th standard exam. So I am explaining you. Here, ring the bell, Lata. Ring the bell, Lata. Ring the bell, Lata. Lata का action किस पर गया? Bell पर गया. Lata will be the subject and bell will be the object here. Lata का action bell पर गया, ring करना. So this type of a sentence is called transitive. This type of a word in this sentence is called transitive verb. The driver stopped the bus. The driver stopped is an action. Stopped what? Stopped the bus. तो इसका action इस object पर गया. इधर action तो ये object में हो गया. He spoke the truth. He spoke the truth. The subject is here third part. The verb also tells about the state or a being of a person or thing. Okay. Here you can notice this horse never kicks. Here we have used the word kicks. Okay. Here right you can see the horse kicked the man. This horse never kicks. Means he is not passing his action to anybody. Kicks is intransitive verb here. He spoke badly. He is speaking badly, but his action is not going to anybody. So spoke is intransitive verb. The train stopped suddenly. Here also intransitive word we have taken stopped. Same words can be used transitively and intransitively. The thing is you have to see the sentence thoroughly and understand whether the action of the subject is being passed over to the object or not. If it is not passed, it is intransitive. If the action has passed over to any object, that particular verb is called as transitive verb. So, in another sentence, the train stopped suddenly. It is intransitive. It has stopped by itself. The bell rang loudly. See, ring the bell, Lata. We asked Lata to ring the bell. So, Lata's action is being passed to the bell. The bell rang loudly. Here the bell is ringing loudly. That means the action is not being passed to any of the object. So, this kind of sentences are called intransitive verb. The same words can be used as transitively and intransitively. The only thing is you have to concentrate on the sentence whether the action is passed over or not. Okay. As I told you, intransitive verbs are being told in the form of state and being. So first one is action word. That is, he walked a short distance. It is action. Walking is an action. Normally it is a verb and it is intransitive because he is walking by himself. His action is not passing to any other object. What is the state where this type of sentences is also called as intransitive verbs? The baby sleeps. It is showing the state of the baby. What is the state of the baby? The baby is in a sleep state. So, sleep will be intransitive verb. Being. वो person कैसा है, वो thing कैसा है, according to that. There is a flaw. Here I have taken regarding the thing. There is a flaw in this diamond. There is a flaw in this diamond. मतलब क्या है? वो diamond का state जो है, उसका being जो है, उसका तरीका ಯಾವ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ diamond ಅಂದ್ರೆ flaw ಇದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. So there is a flaw in this diamond. This will be also an intransitive verb. So another important thing I would like to say to you is some verbs are distinguished as transitive or intransitive by seeing its spelling. Okay. With the help of by seeing the spelling also, the sentences may be transitive or intransitive. How? With some examples I would like to say to you. Here, you just concentrate on the sentence. Many trees fall in the monsoon. Many trees fall in the monsoon. Is this sentence intransitive or transitive? Intransitive. Why it is intransitive? It is not passing over the action to any other object. It is falling by itself in the monsoon. So it is intransitive. And in another sentence, woodmen fell trees. Woodmen fell trees. Come on, let's see. See, there are two words. Oversee, overlook. See, look. It just looks like same, this particular word. See bole to bhi watch. Look bole to bhi watch. See, look. Okay. But there is a difference in see and look. It is not a matter here. When we add over to that, it becomes opposite. How? Oversee means we have to supervise the given work thoroughly. Okay. Overlook means fail to supervise the work, fail to notice it, fail to notice what the work is being done correctly or not. See the difference. See and look both are same, but we add over to that, it becomes opposite. Okay. Here also you can see up, down. These two are opposite words. When we just add the word slow, slow up, slow down, it is equals. Slow up is also the same. Yes, slow up will also give the same meaning. Slow down will also give the same meaning. This is I can say you maths of English, I can say. Okay. Here another word I want to say you. There is a difference between power shut down and power shed down. S-H-U-D. Power shut down means when there is any repair in a current where the lines has something fault is there in the line, in electricity line. At that time what they do? We have to say power has been shut down just for the sake of the repair. Okay. When we need to say power has been shut down, it is done to face just to cover the loss of the electricity. They distribute the power among all the area. For example, 2 hours they shut down the power here in this area, and in the next area they will shut down the power for another 2 hours. In this way, they just to equalize the current, what they do, they will shut down. So this is the difference between shut down and shut down. So this was today's tip of the day. Okay, dear children, in the next video we are going to continue with the same grammar, that is verb, and we will study about gerund, participle, regular and irregular verbs, and then we'll go to the most important and auxiliary verbs. It is also called as helping verbs. After that we are going to study the most important grammar, the heart of the grammar we can say, that is tenses. Okay, till then, bye bye, take care, stay home, stay safe.